Hi everybody, this is AJ with CarInspected. Today we are in Toronto area looking at this 1995 Range Rover 25th anniversary edition. It's in pretty decent original condition, no major issues. There has been a couple of spots of repaint, namely this tailgate has been repainted. The passenger side, most of it has been repainted. I don't see any signs of major repair, but there has been paint on most of these panels. Everything looks pretty decent. The hood gap is a little different from the passenger side to the driver's side, but for the most part, it seems pretty good. You can see it's a little bit smaller here. There's a couple of spots of damage, a couple of dings here and there that you can see. Rust-wise, though, we are in very good condition. No major issues. And that is all around as well. Rocker panels, a little bit of dent there. You can see there is some dents on the roof as well, along that ridge. Other than that, the roof is in decent shape. All the windows are original. They are all the XXX windows. We checked all the way around. Windshield is original as well. There are a few chips in it here and there. We do a VIN verification. We see that it does match there and in the door. So we are good there. There's a couple of spots of damage around the back here. In the back bumper, you can see where it was hit. It's a little pulled out there. And there's a little spot of hit there. And you can see that it is kind of jammed up into the taillight here. And you can also see the runs from paint job of this tailgate. I don't see any major rust in the tailgate, which is typical of these. Inner wheel wells look pretty good. There's a little spot of dirtiness here, but for the most part it's pretty good. And again, rockers, bottoms of doors are all really solid. The vehicle has been excessively oil sprayed, so it's pretty well preserved. Look at the tires and brakes. We find 2016 tires, all Michelin's, all matching, all pretty new. About 10-30 seconds of tread left on them, so they are pretty nice. Brakes are okay. See, the rotors are decent. The pads are pretty new as well. I don't know if you can see in the video, but I'd say, it's hard to see, about 45-50% left on these rear pads. This is the passenger side rear, by the way. Go to the driver's side rear, and we find a matching Michelin in good shape. Again, about 10-30 seconds of tread. Rims are pretty good. No major issues. Rotors are same story. Pretty decent, as well as the pads, about 45-50%. No weird wear or anything like that in the tires, but then they are very new. Go to the front. And again, matching Michelin, about 10-30 seconds of tread. No weird wear patterns. Brakes are similar condition to the back. Rotors are pretty decent. And the pads are a little better, let's say 75 or so percent. You can see in here, sorry, it is very dark in this facility, so I cannot quite get the perfect video. However, I got well-lit pictures that you'll be able to see in the report. This last wheel looks pretty good. Same thing, matching tire, matching Michelin, about 10-30 seconds of tread, no major issues. Again, brakes in front, pretty good, about 85% or so left. This is the inner wheel well area. A lot of undercoating and oil spray in this vehicle. Undercarriage is similar with the overspray. Again, I'm sorry, the lighting is not good for the undercarriage, but you will see much better photos where they were lit better. And there is not much rust. There is no rust issues at all. The oil preserved it very well. Look at the interior. Starting the passenger side. The door panels are pretty nice. See any major damage or issues here on the passenger side front door panel. As well as the carpet is in very good condition. Underneath, it's pretty nice, not ripped or torn. Seats are not ripped or torn. Look pretty good. The power function does work on both the front seats. However, the memory function did not seem to do what it was supposed to do. The glove box is in good shape. The owner's manual is in there. Oh, it's kind of stuck in there. Hold on a second. It's kind of jammed in there. Looks like I put it in wrong. Oh, but it is in there. Dash panel looks to be in good shape. No major issues. There are a couple cracks in the wood grain, namely on the console. You can see around the buttons, the shifter handle, a couple of cracks. It's not too bad for its age though. Missing the cover for that. Headliner is starting to come down, typical of most 90s cars. As you can see, it's sagging. It's not ripped or anything like that, but it is falling down. Passenger side rear door panel is in good condition. No major issues. Rear seats are in good shape. Nothing's ripped or torn, anything like that. It all looks pretty good. Armrest is good. Floors in the back are good as well. I don't see any major issues with the carpeting. Again, I know this video is very dark, but it is pretty good back here. In the storage compartment, this rear compartment does work. There's the window and the tailgate. And we see pretty good carpet, no major issues. We do have the original picnic basket, a couple of Range Rover accessories, things like that go with it. And like I said, the carpet is in very good condition, no major issues. And again, no rust issues in the tailgate or anything like that. It's very clean. It was repainted, so it might have had some restoration, but it is in good shape right now. Let's see if we can see anything back there. The tailpipe. Yeah, I'm sorry for the darkness. We look under the hood. We find the engine is in pretty well preserved condition. It is slathered in oil for rust prevention. So it does appear pretty dirty, but I don't see any major signs of big leaks or anything like that. Belts, hoses seem to be in decent condition, decently upkept. Battery is at 12 volts and charging at just over 14. Your coolant, which is here, tests good for about negative 27, and it's nice and clean, no signs of issue. I tested your oil, which is over here and over here. It all looks clean, and it also tests well for no premature engine wear potential signs. Brake fluid is there, and it has about, I think it has 2% humidity. So it's pretty good for its age. There is some corrosion around the ABS system, as you can see. But frame rails, everything is gooed up with the rust prevention. Therefore, I don't find much rust. There's some surface rust on the firewall, which I know is typical of these. Little bit. Doesn't look like anything structural. it's just a little bit of surface rust here and there. Down in the corners looks very good. Everything like that. Hood bottom, sorry, looks fine. There is no signs of real rust. The hood was something that was repainted as well. You can see some work around the rivets, things like that. So it may have been reskinned or something. But for the most part, it's in decent shape. It runs well, nice and smooth. You'll see this small video of it running. It did have some issues. It does have a couple lights. The ABS light's on. It also, the air system has been taken out, so it does not have an air system anymore. And here's mileage verification. Get my light again. Let's see if we can get it started. 16873. It did have an issue with the tumbler. The key does not usually work too well, so I think it does need a new tumbler and for the ignition. So you can see. Yeah, it's not going to work for me. It took about 10 minutes to get this working before, but I did get it started and it ran okay, but this is now not doing a good job. I shifted it, drove around the facility, shifted fine. However, I could not get it to engage in four-wheel drive. So I did have a little bit of an issue with that. Radio works, the air conditioning works, heating seems to work. So no major issues there other than, like I said, the ABS light is on, the airbag light is on because there is no airbag system, and I could not get it in four-wheel drive. All the windows work, everything else seems to work just fine though. Lights worked, etc. So, there you have it. Sorry for the quick video, the facility is closing up. But this is a 95 Range Rover 25th Anniversary Edition. And as usual, thanks for watching. This is AJ with Car Inspected, and we'll see you next time.